2017 goal, not a 2018 goal.
All right.
Either way, we are at the end of the year. We are at the start of this game. FaZe taking on Cloud9. And this is actually, I mean, I said this about MIBR, but FaZe have to be happy about this as well, because Cloud9 with these stand-in issues, Rush wanted that. That was a heat check. He got lured into that peak.
See, they've gone a little bit more towards the B-bomb side than the A-bomb side in the last 5 pistol rounds here, but this time it seems like it will be the A side for the FaZe clan, and they've already got that 1 kill. Now they're going to try and see if they can follow it up. That smoke is going to be really annoying. Right in between the forklift and that red container, and they can't see anybody making their way onto the site. They only know that's happened when the bomb goes down. What a big play coming out of FaZe right now.
And the boost with the P250. If Nico goes up, he can actually try and pick off Refresh, who's coming in for mid, but also have a nice flank. And with this, I mean, this is going to be so tough to get back into this bomb site. The plant is for A main as well. Good shot from Flusha, but that's just the beginning. They have so much more to do.
They definitely do. That bomb ticking away on the ground, and Guardian picking up 1 big kill. There's Nico in the middle, as you said, with the P250 to take down the kill on Flusher. And I think if they had any hope, it's probably gone away now. I mean, there's so much time that's passed on that bomb. They just have to try and fall back now. Excellent round coming out of FaZe here early on. They need it as well. Nico going to close out the round with a quad kill, and that will be round number 1 here. I mean, I think they need this round a lot, FaZe. I think to have a good shot at making it into the top 2 here of the round in the group stage, they need this.
Yeah, going 0-2 is pretty crippling.
Yeah.
If you're to start out the event that way with this kind of a format, Nico is going to love that peak from Rush. And he follows it up, and it looks like he's a little bit frustrated maybe after a 4-16 defeat in that first game. Cloud9 squeaked one out 16-14 on the B stream in the last round. If you didn't catch that, that was over MIBR. I want to go back to this because I do think FaZe is going to be against Cloud9 with the stand-in, without the in-game leader, with that kind of issue. Cloud9, as we noticed against MIBR as well, played a little bit more individual than maybe we would normally see them if they had their full lineup, if they had their in-game leader, and that's exactly the style that FaZe wants to play. Like, that's exactly what they love. So you're playing right into FaZe's hand here. This could be a tough game for Cloud9, even though, as the analyst said, some of those cash statistics weren't exactly favoring the European mix.
No, there's really not many teams in the world where you want to sort of put your bet on just trying to take individual fighters against FaZe. It just seems like you might not come out on top in that fight. Like, it's going to be very hard to do that.
Ooh,
it's nicely done. I'd love to see Guardian have a bit of an incline in his performance. I feel like he's been a little bit under his usual level. Oh, setting up for a run boost with the AWP. That's nice. There's no one there to really catch it, but that would have been a great way to start up the 3rd round.
We've seen that before. I think Guardian actually, I remember him doing that in the past. I think it might have been a double that he got a kill with it. Pretty spectacular, Guardian things. 2 players deep into the bomb site, but FaZe is moving up very quickly, very close, very quietly. I don't think Cloud9's going to have any idea if it's Guardian going for this peak with the AWP. 1 mistake, and you won't even know it's a mistake until you make it. And there it is. Keo wasn't aware they got across. That smoke is going to give away the position. They know exactly where he is, dropping some flashbangs, but he's surrounded, and he's just got to kind of cross his fingers. It's not going to work out. Guardian's provided everything, and a shot through the wall.
But if it wasn't already looking bad, that shot through the wall, surely he's going to do it. They should definitely back off here. 5 versus 3. That is very unusual, the round that we just saw play out. Normally, you don't really get to walk that close to the B-bomb side without getting caught. I mean, certainly not all the way into checkered, and they somehow did that. So, definite frustration there out of Cloud9, and they're gonna boost him up on top. Oh, it's such a good idea.
They went for it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's the attempt that matters, the idea that counts. They do want to hunt down these weapons, because why not just take everything away? It'll be tough with the amount of time they've had to set up towards CT spawn, but they're going to go for it anyways. Flush on the corner, Automatic over at the van. A little bit of a bait setup here. Automatic's going to take first contact. He's going to hide. He wants them to chase him. Flush at the off angle is ready, but not the HP. Automatic goes back for the peak. Well handled from FaZe. 3-0. Very decimating 3-0. There's only 4 kills on the Cloud9 side, so no cash flow for the defense. Yeah, this is just obviously unfortunate timing to a certain degree for Keo, but just not even noticing that they crossed over to checkers, not even aware of the fact. If you're gonna play in that kind of a setup or that kind of a style, you have to be aware that that time you peek out, they can be at checkers. You have to be aware of that choke point as well.
Oh, that's a yeah, that was a friendly grenade, wasn't it? It bounced over the wrong way. That's not great.
No, you don't like to see it. It's not an ideal grenade to deal with. Here we go, Nico just waiting. He's been on point from the P250 round and pistol. Some of the AK work that ensued. Utility being thrown out by FaZe, protecting them, and some spam coming through from the Deagle from Connector, but I mean, that range and through a wall, it's not going to be too much that Olaf has to worry about.
Is there a chance here that...
Flush, of course.
Oh, man. That's good, isn't it? I do just love watching Flusher play. Like, I'm not gonna lie, anytime I see him just do
I do
anything,
too. I love Flusher.
it's great, isn't it? So, no, I was wondering, you know, what are the odds that the loss to Astralis that FaZe just suffered, they're just gonna take that out on Cloud9? Like, as unfair as it seems, you know?
You will take all the force of my anger and frustration.
It sort of feels like that could be happening. Automatic. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Second headshot. One more coming in, taking down Carrigan. On point right now with the Desert Eagle. 30 seconds left, and he goes for a bit of a peek in the middle. The bomb plant is not down yet. Now he's picked up the AWP. It's going to be Flusher with the Deagle to take down all of Flusher. And then, oh my God, Automatic. What a beautiful round.
That's unreal shooting from Automatic. I think he even said it in that pregame little banter interview. He said he was going to get around with a couple Deagles. Impressive stuff, holding down Forklift, holding down the A bomb site, the final kill. Olaf wanted to wrap around him, but it was just too dangerous. There was a smoke in his way. He knew he had to worry about CT spawn, the rotations coming in, could not flush him out of that position, and Automatic punishes everyone. This is beautiful stuff. Kerrigan getting distracted by a shot from behind as well as he goes for the peek. So FaZe slowed down in their tracks, but not yet stopped fully.
That was very well done, because I think they'd pretty much won that round. FaZe, that was looking like it was going to be no problem at all. And just Tim at the forklift was enough. Do like to see it. A grenade, I think, on Olaf Meister, going to take him down to 47. And fifth round, a lot on the line right now for Cloud9 in terms of economy. I think alone, just needing to keep that up and make sure that they don't lose the money that they just gained.
Well, Rain's going to go up on the box. Up in the hands of Automatic as well from that previous round. Saw him on the, if you tuned into the B stream for the MLBR game, Automatic with that AWP was very impactful with the ult.
Yeah.
Smoke missed in towards mid, which could have been punishing. Fortunately, no one's there. Now with mid control, they're going to leave Rain. They're going to fall off of this. So 40 seconds left on the clock. They have Rain in mid. The bomb is moving over towards that B bomb site. It looks like they want to throw some kind of a small fake, apply a little bit of pressure, and it's working. It's going to pull Flusha over, especially with that kill. It might peel Refresh out of the B bomb site. 25 seconds left, and the B bomb site's about to be under attack.
Molotov to set it up. Rain finding his third kill here. If he just connect, and he will take down Refresh. And, well, it's going to be all over, no problems here. Rush going to be the last one, but that was a really ridiculous entry from Rain. Even setting himself up for the first kill is really not that easy. But then just taking over all of middle, even taking over CT spawn to get two more, that's a job well done.
And that's one of those rounds that's going to be frustrating for the defense as well, because they never really felt in it. They got pulled out of position first from just the utility, then the kills from Rain, and obviously this flank. You can see Refresh was pulled out of the bomb site. He's just trying to get back in once he realizes what's happening, and he starts getting shot in the back. So beautiful round from Rain. We know the level he can play at. Unfortunately, Cloud9 still can only really hang on the Deagle round from Automatic. No success outside of that.
Yeah, they're having a really rough time at the beginning of this first half here. Just in terms of the money that they have to buy the weapons they need, things are not looking good. Automatic going to try and sneak on in. They wanted to follow that up, but too many people there, and Rush is going to go down next. And yeah, they're just going to essentially fall one at a time at the bomb site here. Hiroshima, I think he was halfway turning for a grenade there. He gets timed. That's going to be the round. Refresh. It's hard to expect him to get maybe as many kills. I think 29 in that game against MIBR. Probably can't do the same. But just for him personally, you'd want to see him do just halfway good, right? Because if it's a complete drop-off, I guess it's different if the whole team is not going to be playing well, but you still want to have like somewhat of a good performance, right?
Unfortunately as well, I think the tough part for him is going to be the map. I think is going to limit him more than anything on this.
Yeah.
The CT side of Cash especially is going to be really tough to get going on. This is one of those maps where the defense requires so much communication and coordination that they just simply won't have because of some of the issues that Cloud9 have been facing. Especially as the B rotator, you can get pulled out of position very, very quickly, as we actually just saw a few rounds ago. FaZe in complete control against USPs this round. Last time Cloud9 were able to force buy an AWP, force buy some weapons, so they did invest. Nothing to show for it.
More Molotovs landing on the bomb site. There's nobody there, but it still helps out, strangely enough, even if you don't actually get to burn anyone with the flames there. They're just positions you don't have to check. You know no one's going to be there. Even that could be a bit of a help. Easy enough. Rain getting that headshot on automatic, and Flusher dodging the bullets somehow. Shooting on through, doing a little bit of damage here. Hasn't reloaded yet, and he's going to get the headshot. He's just so annoying, isn't he? Oh, he's hoping for it. That's a good bet, though. There's every chance that someone could have been there. I like it.
You can see a little smile on his face. Yeah, he was hoping they were going to chase him down, maybe get lucky with one stab.
Classic Flusher smile. I have a picture on my phone of him, you know, where he's reading like a Donald Duck comic, and it's just the best thing ever. Oh man, it's a very, very memeable character, isn't he, Flusher? I don't know how.
Yeah, he's great.
6-1, and moving into round number 8. Let's see, money back in the hands of Cloud9, but they've really been struggling early on. That has to change right about now.
And it's not cause for concern. We know this can be a very T-sided map. This is why. This is going to be one pop flash through the smoke, and if you're in the wrong position at the wrong time, you're going to get wrecked. There's the smoke from door. There's the pop flash. Rush stuck out in the open, and look at him. He's just trying to fall back to play retake. Thinking that smoke and a main would cover him just a little bit more than it does. Unfortunately, he falls for free. And again, one more kill for Kerrigan, and I think they have to call a save. That was the flank coming in from automatic, and now they just have no chance of retaking this bomb site. Cloud9 getting steamrolled.
Think about it, if you're Rush in that position, you have sort of two pathways to fall back from. One was towards truck where he went, and he got caught from two different angles, or he could have fallen back into the bomb site, but he also knew that there was no one there. So if they rush door at the same time, he's still just rushing into somebody else. So I'm not sure there was an easy choice there. A little bit hard for him to have to deal with. Oh no, oh, he's not gonna end up well. Oh, we just gets it out in time, and Refresh gonna save him.
Yeah, Kerrigan wanted that kill. He knew he was coming out. Rain's gonna fall here as well. That's an off. That would be huge for Flush to pick that up. There's the kill. He's gonna move forward. There's no one really to chase him down. Olaf's the closest one. He's preoccupied. They'd rather take these two weapons. Olaf now turns his attention. Kiyoshima with one. He gets two. Saves the M4 as well. Cloud9 get away with two guns, but the money is too strong. They haven't done a dent to the economy of FaZe, so no big deal.
The rich Moses.
The rich.
That's what I mean.
Sao Paulo. Was it March? April? It was only 10 seconds ago, but I already forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not too quick, are you?
I did read it.
You read it, and your brain just erased it for you.
It deleted it very quickly.
Well, definitely you should get the tickets up, because I think if you've learned anything from the BLAST Pro event so far, is that they sell out pretty quickly. So
Brazil is wild. It's a new experience, a lovely experience, but probably one you've never had before.
I haven't. You guys.
Oh, you definitely have.
Yeah,
we've been there a couple times.
Yeah, you were talking a lot about it, so I'm gonna get a chance to.
We know all the good spots now.
All right, well,
so
perfect.
we got you hooked up.
I'll let you be my guide, Moses. I'll make sure and sign some sort of will and get some sort of life
get
insurance.
all the legal paperwork situated.
But then I'll be ready to go.
Man advantage for FaZe. Here we go into that A bomb site again, and just simply not enough firepower for Cloud9 to battle with this one. They took a risk. They did invest. See Flusher with the op, Kia with the M4, but those guys didn't get kills early on. If they didn't stop the initial attack, this was the plan all along. Just save that weaponry.
I mean, you made a good point about this being the CT side of Cash, and we've sort of seen this before, but...
Whoa. Okay. Little smile from Nico as he did not do anything that impressive. That's nice from Rain, though, excuse me. Little two tap. Deagle is being shown, head being removed. Now the 2 weapons. These have to be saved, but FaZe has been hunting these down all half. I don't think they're going to stop now. Nico and Olaf are going to pinch into this bomb site. Olaf's pretty far away, though, so it's all Nico. He's going to fall, and that's it. We're able to keep the weapons once again. Economy grows even larger for FaZe as Olaf starts the round with 16K. Kerrigan, after his purchases, at 13,000. Rain at 12,000.
Yeah, and that was 5 in a row for FaZe as well. So catching fire in the game. Nico's got 11 and 4. I really think he's the one who's got something to prove here.
Started out well in the pistol round also.
Yeah.
It's 4 kills. I mean, you have to think as well, there's probably a certain degree of pride with Nico, as he's always been in the conversation for top players in the world, but I think based on the year that these guys have had, Simple and Device have really pushed him out of that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly like a top 5 player, right? But no one is saying, maybe Nico's the best player in the world this year.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that. I mean, yeah, I think it says a lot about the talent level in Counter-Strike at the moment that it can be hard to judge because, yeah, Nico is such an enigmatic player. I mean, he's still really young, right? So
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like Device and Simple, I suppose, but you just know there's going to be even more to come. I think actually that's one of the really enjoyable things is, you know, if you start sort of following their careers now, you're going to have a really long runway where you can, you know,
beautiful.
Yeah, just keep up and enjoy all of that.
Yeah, just hang on for the ride. Utility usage to clear out spots and allow a safe hold of mid for FaZe. Bomb is going to get picked up, and not sure where it's going to go quite yet. This could be another fake. They do have a couple players lined up for A smokes, but they could just kind of attack it and fall back due to that mid control. And Cloud9, we haven't seen them yet fighting for that mid control, so FaZe has been able to get it pretty much whenever they've wanted.
A wallbang battle going on between Flusher and Nico, and you usually don't see that. There is a lot of spammable areas on Cash. Flusher almost got his head taken clean off, but he gets the kill instead and goes back down towards the forklift, crouching there. Rain gonna run him down, and only one defender on the bomb site. That's Rush, but he's doing an amazing job, turning for the third and almost getting it. That was very close indeed. Now Olaf trying to return, and now Rain just with 7 seconds. Bomb plant will go. No, they're gonna catch him right at the end. Refresh showing up for his second kill, by the way, of the first half here.
Yeah, he doubles it up.
You know, it's a start.
Yeah.
Gotta get started somehow. 8-2. I really think. I mean, it sort of seems like it's just crumbs right now, but I think Cloud9 they need these rounds right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. This is that point of the game where you start saying, okay, you know, you didn't have to hit the panic button earlier, you know, just 3-4 rounds ago, but now it's looking dicey. If they lose this one, because remember, they did lose 3 players in that round. They don't have a lot of money built up. This would be the disaster for the defense, and now they're playing a little bit more in mid. Automatic is there with the AWP. You had Flush at the highway box, at least initially. It's just a switch up. It's a contact play, and Refresh is going to win that. The AK-47, the immediate headshot kills. Can't get back, but he's done the damage he needed. He's done the work. And FaZe now with 3 players towards B, they're boxed in. You've got Flusha pushing up in mid. You've got 2 players to defend this bomb site. FaZe is going to have to fight no matter which way they go.
Yeah, and you would have thought that would have been very bad for Refresh because his teammate there was smoked off. Kiyoshima couldn't really help him out with the AWP, so it's a good job that he gets a couple of kills himself.
I think that FaZe thought that they had beat the timing for him to get to that box in that corner.
Yeah.
I don't even think they really checked it. They said, we got here fast enough, we would have seen it. And oh boy, were they wrong.
Oh, Guardian, that was very close to Automatic getting taken down. Notice, by the way, how quick Kiyoshima was to put out that grenade, and he's going to be back on the low ground. There's a smoke right in front, so otherwise I think he would be dead by now. Might still be. No scoping through the smoke. Oh, he's going to get it on Nico. Kiyoshima with the AWP. I'll keep saying it, I think, all throughout this tournament, but it really is a mystery to me why this guy's been a solo agent for as long as he has. I can't really come up with a very good reason for it.
He is so good. I mean, he is very underrated, but I think there was a time when he was on FaZe towards the end of it. I think maybe the reputation took a little bit of a bruised hit in terms of something. We had a little bit of a drop off in terms of skill-wise, but all of FaZe did right around that time.
Yeah, it could be. So I don't know, like, it happens every once in a while that you sort of forget about someone and just, like, you know, they're still out there and then come back and do a good job. Nico?
Just chilling.
Yeah, I saw a little head tilt from Nico. He wasn't really happy about that, was he?
Nico's back. His very expressive emotions.
Yeah, we've got highlight reels of that, don't we? Eyes rolled back, looking, staring into the heavens.
Doing something. Doing a doja impression. Kerrigan wants to peek up towards that A bomb site. Gonna see nobody. Rush is most certainly not going to peek down mid, but there's actually no eyes on it. Automatic isn't doing that either with the AWP, so they got to be careful. Rush might get forced out, but he's forced out forward instead of backwards into highway. Now they spot him out. Great shot from Kerrigan. Tough for Rush. He's had a really difficult time at this A bomb site, feeling comfortable. Tough part is now this site is open for the taking. Flusha gets one in mid, or excuse me, Rain gets Flusha in mid, and Kerrigan adds his second. That's the round. That's the ball game.
Yeah, leaving highway open like that it's just so risky.
It's been the great gap in this defense so far that we've seen in this first half. Is just, and it is kind of the gap you'd expect to be. I mean, you want to talk about how much coordination and communication you have on the CT side, more so if you're going to play in mid. So all of a sudden you see across the map Cloud9, probably just due to unfamiliarity with each other, playing very passive, playing very far back. A lot of space being given to FaZe.
Using it really well, as you can tell. Just how they, once they see nobody from highway, they put in some Molotovs from main to try and force any players that might be on the A-bomb side out, and then they sort of watch for them. Just good communication for the FaZe side, and so far that's netted them 9 rounds, so they're going to be excited about that. I feel bad for Cloud9, and not so much in terms of the rounds, but more in terms of the money. I feel like they really haven't had a fun time purchasing big rifles here in the first half so far. They could just put it together now, but
it is one of those halves where if you're Cloud9, you're like, man, we didn't even really get a chance to fight for a whole lot. 3 rounds left. They can still bring it back. I think usually we're pretty happy with 5-10 score lines. We say that, you know, that's something you can at least play with. Remember, they came back from 6 to 12. They were down against MIBR, and they came back to win it 16-14.
That's a good point. Oh, Rush and Flusha there with the crossfire. The UMP, he's just standing right in the line of fire. He's going to flash his way through just to take the fight, and he will win it. Back out again. I mean, just madness, isn't it?
There's the AWP. Follow it up as Kerrigan tries to chase down Flusha, or excuse me, the rest of the defense. Ooh. Guardian with a pick. 3 players left, and he's blinded. He gets that one. Guardian's built into this, but the flank again from Refresh. Is Guardian going to be aware of the possibility? You can see him on the other side of the wall, just listening to footsteps. One's been spotted. Now Refresh making his move. This is going to be a free kill. Guardian's not aware of the possibility. But that got spicy.
Yeah, they could have ended up regretting that really badly, couldn't they? Once he gets the first flick in, it's been a while. I feel like we've been starved for good Guardian flicks for a while now. So nice to see him hit one of those again.
Trying to style with some memes there, Anders?
Yeah.
You remember the Guardian flicks?
I always like a good meme, Moses, as you know. Gotta be careful as well. You never know what can happen. It's like playing with the Ouija board in the basement. You think you're just making memes, and suddenly reality's changed. 9-4 to round number 14 here as Rain does go down to Flusha.
That's through the smoke. I'm not sure if you saw if it was just spam. Maybe there was a little bit of a fire exchange. Either way, opening kill goes the way of Flusha. Being a bit more bold with that UMP in middle. They're sticking around as well. Well, they're both at the same spot, so they've got to be careful. That's a nice way to lead to 2 deaths. They're playing a retake on the A bomb site. Guardian with the pick. Keo goes down as well. Automatic, he wants to even things up, but he misses that one. He's going to get hunted. Guardian, he's going to make the leap. There it is. There's the timing as he jumps away. It's a beatdown. 9-4.
That's so mental, isn't it?
You wanted it.
Who just runs to the corner with the AWP? My God, that's another kill. Triple for Guardian here. I'm really delighted at the idea that that Guardian could be having one of those tournaments.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I feel like we've missed that for a long time now.
Coming off of a Chicago as well, where we saw in the stats leading up the little banner, so that IEM Chicago was his worst tournament performance since 2017, all year.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to hit rock bottom, as you know, Moses, to get back on top.
Thanks for that, as I know very well. Been there a couple times.
Still searching, in
but
fact.
each time I've crawled out.
Oh, yeah. Refresh looking to be a bit aggressive with the C-set 75, and round number 15 again for Cloud9 without much money. I'm kind of almost a bit impressed that they even have 4 rounds, just because they've had so few rifle rounds, and if they can get a 5th on the board, I think it could get very interesting.
A lot like the first half on Mirage, where it was just so close, and then you look up at the scoreboard and you see, I mean, in this sense, FaZe has just been beating him down, but the score is at least there. To give him a little bit of life. This round's going to be tough, though. I mean, just imagine the alternate universe where Automatic doesn't win that round with the Deagle and picking up the AWP. That would be the nightmare scenario, and that was very close to happening. Guardian going to try and pick into this A bomb site. Here comes that utility, as you mentioned, trying to force someone into a weird peek. Playing 2 in the site, those flames don't hit him, and okay, Nico, that's fortunate. Second one's all skill, but there's Rush in the site. Can only do so much with a 5-7, and Olaf's going to finish it off an 11-4 half on the offensive side of Cash. Nico leading the way with 15, Guardian not far behind at 14.
Yeah, that's a powerful duo to be leading off the first half with. Nico, I mean, that last kill with the smoke, I feel like he was really aggressive in this first half. I really like seeing that. I think Nico is one of those players that it almost seems like when he gets sort of angry, a little bit upset, it's like he channels that and it just gets a little bit better.
I think one of the cool things about Nico.
Yeah.
I'm just, always Neo
remembering.
Yeah. Reminiscing. The cool thing about Nico is when you watch him play, and when you watch he's one of the few players I can think of where when you watch his aim, you can like see the game sense in the way that he aims, because he's incredibly precise, but he always knows where to look next.
They're going to be right in to check that. That's a lot of people coming out of the vents, and Rain is already down. Guardian feeling very lonesome. He doesn't want to pull the trigger yet. He's hoping for more than just the 1 kill lined up in front of him, but he can only get the double, and even that wasn't necessarily all that easy. Refresh turning around to take him down. What a power play coming out of Cloud9, calling that rush into middle, then continuing in through the B bomb site. Nico, he's going to have to open this up, otherwise there's no chance for Olaf on the other side to get into the bomb site. Just peeking it out, checking out Automatic a little bit here, but he's going to lose the fight, and now it's on Olaf, and so many angles. He's going to go down. A huge round win here for Cloud9.
That was Cloud9 beating every timing that FaZe players had in their head. Rain, I don't know how he thought he was going to get away. Once that vent breaks open, he takes the long route to safety, and he's picked off. Not sure why he's turning away. Kerrigan as well, not expecting the hit from A main. And Guardian's just hoping they do something. Just 1 kill to keep attention off of him so that he can kind of spring to attack. Maybe that's part of the reason why they missed those timings. Maybe if that Guardian would shoot a little bit earlier. Doesn't happen. This is different, though. Cloud9 saved in the second round. FaZe is going to go for the buy. They have pistols. They have a UMP on Guardian. Bonus money for the AWP, more than likely. And they have a decent amount of utility as well. So not an easy round for Cloud9 by any stretch of the imagination.
He's already found the 1 kill. And that smoke that was put up by Rain was the last one they had on this side of the map. Actually, Nico's now made his way over, so they probably just want to try and re-smoke it and see if they can force a mistake. Refresh taking a bit of damage, but they're still going to be able to pick up the kills here. That's 2 of them going in the Cloud9 favor. Are they going to switch it up and go back towards the middle of the map, actually? They can do whatever they want from here.
Yeah, but FaZe knows it's happening. Guardian hasn't quite got on the flank yet. There's going to be a crossfire. That's a kill for Olaf. Now Nico has to get in position. He has got to do it quickly. The dink and the kill comes in. Nico's traded off. Olaf in a really tough spot. Just going to smoke himself into safety, wait for the spam, hoping that Guardian can get here in time, and he will.
By the truck, going to set up the flashbang. Olaf, is he ready for it? Planting the bomb on the other side. If they'd gone to hunt for him, I think that flashbang would have worked. But now in the middle, Refresh is going to be there, shutting down both players. So good position there for Refresh. I think if Automatic had actually gone to look for Olaf, the flashbang that was being thrown in from truck probably would have worked out, and that could have got really ugly. So that was a good decision to plant the bomb instead. Who knows what would have happened? 11-6 now.
We have another Cloud9 comeback on our hands. Comes the question. Guardian's going to get that AWP out in the next round. 3 AKs. You can see Flusha just with a USP. Knows this is going to be a save round for FaZe, so why spend money if you don't have to? His teammates have done all that. You can use him to scout. They also have Kiyoshima with the MAC-10, who's done some fine work earlier, and he's exploring over towards the B bomb site. Oh, and he's going to feast. They stop their insane push through the smoke just for a moment, but Keel's going to go back for more. That's 3. There's 4. He can go for the ace, but this is a lot of money that he's built up.
Yeah, making bank in this round. That's something they haven't really been used to so far. They're trying to sort of let him have the ace, say, all right, he worked hard for it. Someone's flanking in from behind as well, and it will be the ace with the MAC-10.
Ace!
Why did we just get a random piece of audio of Keel yelling ace? Ace!
You know, just in case his teammates weren't paying attention, you know.
He sounded so happy. That was adorable.
Is that going to be your new ringtone or your new
It might be.
text message tone?
If I was a streamer, that'd be my subscriber sound.
Yeah. Ace.
Ace!
11-7, ladies and gentlemen. Does seem like Cloud9 are started to dig their way back. I think they've won 5 in a row now. To be extinguishing those Molotovs, and actually they're really fast in the middle. I'm kind of surprised that Flusher's already this far in. Can he make anything off it? They're boosting behind that smoke on the FaZe side, hoping to look over it. Not catching anyone yet, and they're going to fall back instead.
Kerrigan's going to stick around a connector for now. He's got the AUG. He's got Rush close up to the highway box. He's got Flusha underneath the vent, so they can double up. Even Automatics close by mid as well. Kerrigan being very patient, but no information gathered on the map for either team, really. Guardian with one op is playing the rotator at the B bomb site. Nico's got the other one inside of the A bomb site. That's for highway and towards A main and door. They're going to go for a delayed take of mid. This is where the round lies, in this play right here from FaZe.
But Rush behind the box, I mean, he could be a lot of trouble for them. If they don't check it hard and actually go and look who's there, they might not realize. Refresh starting off the fight in here with a headshot, follow-up from Flusher in. Wolfmeister not aware that Rush was going to be right behind that. That's a great win for Cloud9, and I could understand why Rain would want to make a play on this side. He has to do something to react to it, but somebody going to be working out. Guardian taking a bit of damage, and the other side of the map is pretty much lost here. Bomb goes down. Rain is going to fall as well. Kiyoshima with a good finish, but really, I think they weren't expecting for 3 players to be hiding in middle like that.
It was really, really oddly coordinated. I think they were kind of confused of who was supposed to be looking at what as the op swings out from the FaZe side, because he gets killed by, I think it was Automatic in towards Team main, which he wasn't really searching for.
Yeah.
And then Kerrigan kind of peeks and tries to trade that kill, but he's got Flusha jumping up from vents. And you have Rush behind that box as well. So just kind of a all-around weird, awkward engagements. Here we go. As we know, Cash can be very T-sided. We mentioned in the first half, and you can see again Cloud9, who looked sloppy and kind of lost in the first half, look very good so far here on the T side. It seems the tables have turned.
I'm starting to get that feeling too,
Shoes
Moses.
on the other foot.
Yeah, you got anything else?
No, I feel like there's one more hidden back there.
All right. Well, listen, we'll find it later. We'll save something for tomorrow as well. When you know the
Save the gold for.
Exactly. I'm gonna be careful about giving it all away on day 1. FaZe, on the other hand, should probably try and walk away with some points on day 1. If they end up losing both their 2 opening games, it's going to be real hard. I don't think anyone's ever done that in BLAST Pro. Have they come back from losing the first 2 games?
I'm not sure. I will be honest with you. I can't imagine they would.
All right.
I mean, that's a really deep hole, right? Because once
Yeah.
once you go down 0-2, you then get put in a position where you have to rely on other teams losing. Like even if you win everything, you have to kind of rely on some of those other squads, you know, dropping a map here and there. So it does get tough.
Like it's unlikely indeed. Flash to retake A main, and Nico's the only one really holding on the bomb side. He's got a deagle, and if they give him the space, maybe he can do some damage. But if they all go at once, I doubt this deagle is going to be able to take down that many players. And Refresh going to find the perfect angle to drop him. Starting to come alive a little bit more here. A little bit more space to work with on the T side, which is not that uncommon. Bomb goes down. This is a very careful round out of Cloud9. They really weren't giving many opportunities for FaZe.
They really haven't given FaZe a whole lot of opportunities in this in this second half.
No, they're really.
It's been what, 4 or 5 in a row now?
Yeah, I think more. I think if you count the end of the first half, this is going to be the 7th round that they're picking up in a row. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not. You can't complain about that one. Solid stuff. back in it as well. Another comeback for C9. Much like that opening match versus MIBR. I'm not entirely sure what the plan is for FaZe from here. You had the double op setup. I imagine you go back to that. I mean, we know Nico has liked the double op setup on this map previously. They're not going to do it. He's going to get the M4. It almost feels like they got frustrated in that previous... Oh, excuse me, Olaf's going to pick it up this time. It almost feels like they got frustrated with like the quietness across the map. In that previous round when they did the delayed mid-take, they're like, all right, what's happening? 40 seconds left, no one's made a move. Let's make one.
I mean, that's the problem with playing catch sometimes. It's kind of hard to make some of those moves on the CT side without getting punished for it, so... Let's find out if they can stop this slow comeback that Cloud9 are on. FaZe, they already lost to Astralis, and Cloud9 on the other hand took down MIBR, so...
Remember, if you're Cloud9 as well, you got to be feeling a little bit salty still from the previous blast, where you had that really solid performance, even with Valen standing in as a player at that time and not able to make it into the finals on that second day. And I feel like with the way you guys played with the stand-in, you really deserved some kind of an extra shot, some kind of a gift. There's a pick from Guardian, automatic taken down, going up against one of the best stoppers in Counter-Strike history. 5-on-4 for the defense, and FaZe looking much more patient this time.
Yeah, I'd actually forgot about that, but you're absolutely right. That BLAST Pro, that was kind of devastating how that played out. I think actually, even in that tournament, they managed to convince sort of a bunch of people that they were a team to take serious.
That this lineup could work.
Yeah,
because everyone's scratching their head, saying, "Okay, one French, two Swedish. What's happening here?"
Yeah, and then you said playing with a coach on top of it, it all seemed very weird, and they made it look quite good. So. Nico alone on the bomb side, 25 seconds. That is not a lot of time. They need to move right now, and they're going to win the fight. Refresh, that's another great opening kill for him. He dropped a little bit of health, but he's still all right. And now on top of the forklift, controlling all of this for 15 seconds. Long-range spray, and he's actually going to hit the headshot, taking down Carrigan. That's a big opening with that little time left. That is very important. Now, they're going to lose one player there, and I wouldn't want to peek too much more. Try and buy a little bit of time here in a 3-on-3.
FaZe has to decide, though. They might want to save this. They have 2 ops and only 1 kit, which I think Rain just picked up and had been dropped. If they don't get a pick, they might want to fall back and save these weaponries because it's pretty deep. There's the kills. Here they come. The ops did the work, and now they need to find one, but Flusher in the sight sprays them both down. Holds on and even makes some tea.
What does that sound? Ah, I do love it. Yeah, they lined up for Flusher so perfectly.
I think.
Oh wow, he actually just took that shot for the smoke, didn't he?
Yeah, and that's what gave him the chance. I think Olaf spotted the shadow, but it was too quick to communicate over to Guardian, who was already kind of on his path, had already made up his mind of where he was going to go. That's heartbreaking for FaZe, though. And I think you got to point to it. I think Nico was taken down on top of the box inside the bomb site. Yep. Had no teammates nearby. Everyone's scrambling from that point. So that position from Nico, if you play a little bit more safe, maybe you get one more kill, maybe you deal some damage, but maybe you can buy some time is the important part. Make sure one more player can get into the site or close by before you really go down.
Well, maybe especially at 20 seconds left, you're going to be frustrated later on that you didn't just buy time, because if you're behind the box and you hear them running in at 20 seconds, you've got a pretty good chance at picking up a couple of players. So, yeah, a little bit of frustration. Oh, that's a grenade as well. Here with the perfect timing.
Well, Olaf's up next. He's got the aggressive. And some damage, but cannot complete the kill. Nico's going to get pulled back towards that A bomb site, but it's a desperate situation for FaZe. It's about to be tied up 11-11. FaZe has yet to win a round on this defensive half.
I was going to say, because it was 11-4 in the first half, right? So,
yeah.
Talk about comebacks. They've certainly done a remarkable job so far. Nico is by the forklift, again with the deagle. Get a couple of chances here. They're all going to peek him eventually. They were sort of being gentlemen about it, weren't they? Just taking a couple. Oh, we're going to need the replay, aren't
we? You liked that one, didn't you? That one.
Listen, that
one really tickled your fancy.
Yeah, that always makes me happy whenever that happens. 11-11 does tie it all up, but I think it just caught the top of the... There's a good grenade. We like
the
that.
spray timing that was very nice about it. Here we go. Let's do it. Yes.
Oh, he jumps. Yeah, it actually bounces off the back wall into him, so he actually jumps into it. He might have been to blame there.
Yeah, think so?
He could have kept his head down.
I mean, of all the times we've seen a grenade damage like neutralized by like a random brick on the ground, you'd think that would be another one of those where it just doesn't quite go through.
Well, they'll take it anyway. Cloud9 are back in the game in a big way. Might even be leading the game right now as Molotov kill comes in on Olofmeister and Karrigan goes down. That's a double kill for flusha to return the one that NiKo got on the CT side. And Guardian, he's out of the open. If they catch him right now, he's going to be dead. But he gets a flick in. They almost trace him. And then, oh, that's a team kill again. That's Refresh being sacrificed for the second time.
That's a double kill with a teammate through...
Yeah, through half the wall.
Through a wall. Through that little board. Don't see that every day. Still a chance here, though, for FaZe. 2-on-2. They absolutely need this round. They need something to be happy about. 2 kits, 2 M4s. This is absolutely doable.
Yeah, it really is. And Flush is very low on health. That Molotov, if they manage to put it into the right direction, he's going to be in a lot of trouble there in checkered. Instead, it looks like they're going to be Molotoving the back of the bomb site. Automatic's going to be relatively safe here. Doesn't get the flick mid-air, doesn't get the no-scope either. And flusha can hit one more headshot. He's got the triple, 6 health left. And NiKo hunting him down. He's going to be quick about it. And the spam through the box will do it.
I don't think he has time.
No.
flusha did so smart. He just backed away into the corner. He said, yeah, come kill me, but you won't be able to get the defuse. And Cloud9's going to win it again. A wily veteran. Multiple majors under his belt. flusha pulls off another one. 12-11.
Yeah, he started it. This is...
No, go back.
So they found out, you know, who's going to take one for the team, haven't they? Just...
Listen, you're the stand-in, new kid on the block. Rookie carries the bags.
Some sort of hazing ritual they've got going on.
We're not going to tell you when it happens, but we're going to kill you twice.
Just gonna... I mean, maybe they were feeling a bit overshadowed in that first map. So you can't just come in here and chop 29 kills. Need to calm down a little bit there. Smoke and the flashbang setup. It's a great idea, but Rush was absolutely ready for it. In fact, he was turned around looking into the wall, waiting for the sound of the flash popping, and then went for it. So he kind of ended up turning that against them. And for all that we were talking about Cloud9 on the CT side not having money, FaZe have ended up in that same position. And nobody wants to be there, Moses. Takes money to make money, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely true in Counter-Strike. Yeah. Absolutely. Not so much in real life, I've noticed.
Well, it depends. Certainly not in esports.
No.
I'm not going to get lucky this time, Kyo. 5-on-4. C9 has plenty of time. No need to rush anything. 50 seconds. Still presence for them spread out all across the map. 3 defenders over at A. They've left Olaf alone at A. 3 players at B, excuse me. There's Olaf with the AK kill. That's through the corner of the box. Gets his 1 frag, falls away, blind again, but he's trusting they're not going to come. And here's the call. Can the teammates get back in time? Because there's only 2 of them now. It's only Guardian, and Rain's completely blind, and Guardian has to give up. He cannot stand inside of this bomb site, but he's got to see what he can find.
Really wanted it. Great grenades being pushed out there for Cloud9. Really, the Molotov, the flashbang as well to set up that push into checkered. They did all of that perfectly. Looking at the bomb site, Olaf picking up 1 more kill, but as long as they don't peek him, there really should be almost no chance that he could make it into this, and I think he's kind of realized that as well. They're going to be on 13 rounds now. Again, FaZe have won no rounds on their CT side yet, which is not great.
I mean, it just can't happen.
I mean, it obviously can, Moses.
No, I didn't mean like it, you know, physically can't.
Oh, you're not arguing
in the known universe. It just, you know, from a...
All right. I was about to take issue with that.
Yeah, no. It definitely is possible. Just at this professional level with the players on this team. And against, I don't want to say the easiest opponent, but one of the maybe 2 teams here as an opponent that you would say have the most question marks around them, Cloud9 and MIBR, with all these lineup issues.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I agree. Easy isn't the term that we're looking for, but on an expectation level, you'd want FaZe to be beating Cloud9 at this point, And if they can't, then obviously they've also Strahd as well. This might get very tricky. That's great spam right through the wall, and Rain down to 27.
He's been doing that flush a lot of rounds, but I mean, sometimes it's been Kerrigan who pushes up along that wall, so maybe it wasn't communicated that he sprays there. And Rain just eats a couple bullets.
Ended up sticking around a little bit longer, and he also took some damage. Fukushima goes down to Guardian. I think Guardian, by the way, is top fragging right now on Faze. He's actually overtaken Nico, so he's having a pretty good game.
Nico's had a tough time in this A bomb site in this second half. Automatic now boosted up with the op. Flush it down to 30, one player down. Best chance Faze has had in quite some time. Double op set up again. One over at B. Nico standing outside of A. So if they do execute out of that bomb site, it would be interesting to see the decision that Nico and the rest of Faze make, if they're going to give it up or if he's going to stick around for a fight. Automatic just hoping somebody walks into his crosshair at this point.
Very patient on the Faze side at the moment. You can tell they really don't want to give this one away. Refresh goes down. It's Nico on the other side to pick that one up, and they're going to recommit with the bomb into A main, but surely this can't work out. 25 seconds and a 3-on-5. Faze with their biggest chance yet to pick up a CT round here. It should be done. Automatic and Rush getting a couple of kills there with 19 seconds now. The bomb is going to be going down. Even this is actually a little bit too much to ask for if you're Cloud9. Let's see if they can get the retake in here, Faze. They've given a big chance back in the favor of Cloud9 now, with the bomb planted, with 2 Molotovs still picked up here on the T side, and no smokes either on Faze. If they end up putting those Molotovs on the bomb, they might just have a horrible loss here. A kit on Rain, so if he goes down, check where that kit's going to fall. It's going to make a big difference. One of the Molotovs going into it. Oh, what a flick there. Automatic taking down Kerrigan, and now they're almost out of time already. Automatic, he's got the other Molotov still in the corner waiting, and Guardian, yeah, he has to run. There's no time. 3-on-5 lost here for Faze. Oh, dear Moses. What are we to make of this?
Well hit from Cloud9. All you can really do is go towards that A bomb site, and you had Automatic covering the site. Nico with that op peaks as Olaf is about to make contact. You can see Automatic's just holding it. Olaf definitely needed to get that kill onto Rush. It was entirely doable. This retake just felt very half-assed to me, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't feel like their heart was really in it.
Could you give them what, like a C- kind of thing going on here?
I'd go down to the D range.
All right, all the way down there.
Yeah.
So really, maybe even a note to the parents at that point?
Could be.
Just
Could be a note to the parents.
All right.
I like that. I mean,
that's very serious.
Yeah, it's a bit of, maybe not a note to the parents, maybe just a call to the office.
All right.
Maybe not that bad quite yet.
Conversation about, you know,
Guardian. I mean, Guardian was just very far back with the AWP. He was like never really postured to actually go for that, and it just felt very flat.
Well, still no rounds on the CT side.
Maybe a dunce cap. Did you have those in Denmark?
What?
You ever heard of the dunce cap?
No.
It's a pretty old school punishment. It's like a very heavy weighted hat. You just had to wear it. It said dunce on it. You just had to sit in the corner.
Well, I think in 2018, Moses, that's bullying. But
well,
a lot of things are,
yeah.
so. We'll see. Smoke going up into main, and Rush is waiting right on the other side of the flashbang. Oh, they're going to push it behind him. They probably should have been dead, both of them. They still might be. Olaf still trying his best to escape the smoke, and Refresh will catch him from the door. That's great timing on him. And now, from every angle, they just can't get out. Nico going to be dropped, and that leaves Rain along the forklift here at the A-bomb side, the sole defender. And he gets a great headshot start off with, taking down Refresh, backing up into the middle. He's fighting at every single angle in the Rain. He's going to pick up one more kill. Solid defense from him so far. An Automatic on the other side with the pistols out. Rain going to be able to save the whole day here. Quad kill and getting the first round on the board. He had to fight at every angle, and every time he took a shot, he knew that they were going to be moving in behind him.
Just went turret mode. That is so impressive from Rain. Precision each way. Gets the damage done on the Flusha, knows he's going to keep him pinned down. Keo's the next one up, and he just knows that they're each going to peak. And yeah, he's just managing 180 degrees so impressively. And yeah, you better give him a little pat on the shoulder, because that's your first round of this second half. And you got to just hope and pray that gets the rest of the team into it.
It has to, right? This is their one opening. If this doesn't work out, they're going to be out of money. This will reset the round loss, and it's all going to be bad.
It's important to say as well, even though Rain has that incredible performance, that was a beautiful round from Cloud9 in the way that they managed, the way they attacked, and the way they pinched, and the timing of each peak.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They got 3 opening kills from 3 different angles, and all of the time the FaZe players were being forced back, like they were being forced into those openings. It was really well done. Oh, Nico, that's good timing, and Rush, he'd been jumping there for a while, but he's going to go down. This, oh, wow.
I just threw up in my mouth.
That was really, really quick. Refresh, he's been impressing us so far.
That was an incredibly fast shot.
Some of these young guys, Moses, their brains work maybe a little bit differently.
This is interesting because Olaf is really nervous to fall back. He did not know where to go. He didn't know if he wanted to fall away and face Refresh or if he wanted to push forward and face whoever was in A main. He picked A main. He did die. Kerrigan inside the site under a lot of pressure. The flashbangs running in. They're at least going to trade him. Refresh going to go for the wide angle, and he just wins it straight up. Bomb planted. 2-man advantage. It's just Rain. He's the only one that's gotten FaZe around with 4 kills. He needs to get a 1 versus 3 here. I don't even think he's thinking about it. I think he's thinking, let me get that off, please, God, and automatic there to deny him.
Yeah. It wasn't going to happen. Limited talking on the Cloud9 side, but I guess they don't really have to discuss a lot of things here. Refresh, I'm having a really, I think he was like 0-5 in the beginning. Like he had no kills at all.
Yeah, he started slow, and sometimes that's where you see like younger and inexperienced players, if they don't have a good start, sometimes fade away. But he was obviously excellent against MIBR in Game 1 with 29 kills, and obviously starting to pull his weight, especially on some of these A hits on this T side. He's been great over towards the door. 15-12, FaZe need to win 3 straight just to get a tie, just to get a point.
Oh, and not the start you were looking for here. Nico going down to automatic. Yeah, he saw that flusher, and he just lined it up in his mind. You could tell he was ready for it. Kerrigan dropped down to 74. Almost. This Cloud9 team is... It's really exciting to watch them play, isn't it? Like, they're playing really fun Counter-Strike, and just the fact that they've managed to get sort of an old schooler like Flusher back into gear, to me, is in itself a story, and it is exciting on its own.
I think that's almost a testament to Flusha as well. Because remember when he left Fnatic, he did say, you know, a lot of the, I have been struggling. A lot of that was due to my attitude. And, I need a fresh start. I need a change, and it seems like he's found it here in Cloud9.
Yeah, I actually think it's really rare for esports pros to talk like that. So I'm kind of impressed that Flusher did that. It's going to be 16-12. Cloud9 taking down FaZe here on day 1 of the BLAST Pro Series in Lisbon.